Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome to, well, something a little bit different today actually, guys. I'm going to be talking about Thrones of Britannia. Sorry this video is just thrown together. It's not going to be the most interesting video because it's mostly me talking, so I've just thrown something sort of stuff on the screen really. Obviously you've got the map there so you can see where I'm talking about. And of course the intro for the, the little trailer for the video. Anyway, back into what we're doing, guys. So there's basically this is a poll for which faction I should be playing in Thrones of War Britannia, guys. I'm going to be playing one of the minor factions to start with. So one of the Gaelic kings or the Welsh kings. We're going to leave the Vikings and the Anglo-Saxons to start with, guys. We're going to leave them out because there's going to be lots of people playing them. I am going to be playing one, and it's going to be Merse or Mercia, guys, simply because that's where I live. It includes the town of Scrogsbrig, which is where I'm from. Well, where I've lived most of my life anyway. I'm a bit from all over the place. So basically we've got a choice of 4 factions left to us from there. As well as there is a 5th option, guys. We can wait for the inevitable faction unlocker, guys, and I can jump straight into one of those. So we could choose to do a faction. I probably will be doing that at some point and playing North Leod and trying to recapture Northumbria, but we'll have to see how that works, how well they work, and that won't be as instant as everything else, guys, because I certainly don't have early access to this. Not yet, anyway. I'm not quite big enough for that yet, guys. So, anyway, obviously, first of all, we've got the Welsh kingdoms to choose from, guys. Now, these guys have various bonuses. They have heroism. You know, Wales is a land of heroes. So basically you gain heroism bonuses by winning battles and doing things like that. That just gives you various bonuses. You also gain extra supplies in controlled territory, and you gain extra morale for your troops in controlled territory, guys. So all of that is going to help you out quite well. Now we've got 2 options for these. We've got Gwynedd, which are a northern Welsh faction. If you look at the map, they're the ones in white. These guys get... their sort of faction trait is the general's followers, guys. So these basically, you get extra loyal troops for your general, so you're able to recruit extra more powerful units for your generals than other people, or at least that's my understanding. I could be reading that. All of these things, guys, I know as much as you, I've seen as much as you, so I could be getting this a bit wrong, so pinch of salt with everything, please, guys. The other one is Stratclut, which are in Scotland for the Welsh Kings, which is a little bit odd, but let's not go there. I don't know the lore behind that. So obviously that's the red one kind of at the base of Scotland with the Welsh King symbol on it. And these guys get a bonus for map control. So this is a unity based buff they get. So if you've got all of your territory is unified, you're going to get various bonuses from that. As well as that, guys, the Welsh are sort of hit and run warfare. So you've got good light cavalry and quite good archers as well, which will be helpful depending on how we're fighting. Obviously, that I don't know if that means we're not going to be able to stand up as well to some of the bigger, tougher factions, guys, in open battle. But we'll have to see. It could certainly make it an interesting thing. Next, we have the Gaels, or the Gallic Kings. So these are obviously, well, that's what it says, this is the Gallic factions. Now these guys are, again, we've got a couple of options here. These guys are sort of cultural traits are, loyalty, so you've got extra sort of loyalty for all your things because they identify with your clan. You also get extra sort of economic buildings from your religion, so you get a church-based economy as well, so you're going to get extra income from that. You also have legitimacy as one of your faction traits. So as you expand, you'll help build legitimacy or lose legitimacy, I assume, depending on what you're doing. So that's how you're going to control things and help other territories and things. Now, as I said here, we've got the 2 options, which is Mid, who are in the middle of Ireland. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, guys. And their sort of faction trait is the Fair of Teletu. Which is a fair every 3 years, which gives you various bonuses, diplomatic and economic bonuses, with your allies and helps your public order. Sorry, it's not economic bonuses there. Also as mid, you just generally get various diplomatic bonuses with other Irish factions. The other option here is Sirison. Again, I'm probably butchering the pronunciation here, guys. But again, these guys, their faction trait is the Stone of Destiny. So you're basically going to have a mission to find the Stone of Destiny, which is it's a stone from the Holy Land which used to be used to crown Irish kings, and you're looking for this to help. And if you get it, it's going to give you various bonuses and rewards. I don't know too much about what it gives. It's all been, I don't think there's been too much said about exactly what it'll give. Just to, I guess, to keep it a little bit more mythical, as it would be, guys. Again, you get good sort of all round infantry with these guys as well. But again, the Gaelic Kings are basically your elite shock infantry and really good javelins, guys. So again, you've got a very different playstyle there as well. Again, I'm not sure how these guys will stand up to the Viking factions or the Anglo-Saxons. I'm not sure how well we'll do in the Shield War, which is going to be the sort of classic style of battles in this game anyway. But we'll have to see how that goes, guys. And as I mentioned, the final option, guys, is we could wait for the faction unlocker and pick a random faction. I'm not going to put that as an option, but if you do want to do that, shout what factions there are down there. I will almost certainly be doing that. It just might not be instantly, especially as we might have to wait for a faction locker. We'll have to also see how the factions work, because, how well they work once they're unlocked. I assume they'll probably just gain other factions' abilities, but we'll have to see with that. If we do that, I'd probably personally like to play North Leod, as I said, but we could choose any other faction, so shout out that in the things. It could be any other faction, sort of Connacht. Oh, did I say that right? Yes, I used to live over there. I should be able to understand it. I used to live in Galway, so should be able to get that name right. But any other thing, Powys, Defina. But obviously, I'd like the idea of North Leod, the Angles up there, trying to re-establish themselves against Northumbria, the Danish kingdom of Danish Anglo faction of Northumbria, guys. Also, main factions, as I said, I'll probably be playing Merce first, but if enough people start shouting about other ones to be played first, I could always go look at that. Certainly East Anglia could be a very interesting one as well, because you're going to be in you're very isolated down there, surrounded by Saxon factions, Saxon and Anglian factions, Angle factions anyway, so that could be a very interesting one to play as well, guys. Anyway, I'm going to stop nattering on here, guys, so please feel free. There's a little exclamation mark in the corner. Click that, vote on there, guys. If you've want something different, say in the comments. Please give me feedback on this, guys, because I've not done a video like this before. This is something completely different for me. I'm being a bit of a wuss. I'm not doing video editing for this, which is something I do need to learn to do for these in the future, so I can make the whole thing a bit prettier, like demonstrate the faction in the background while we're doing that, which is something I do want to teach myself to do, so it's not just such a plain screen while we're watching this, guys. And if, I've completely forgotten what I was saying. Oh yeah, also you can jump over to my Discord, guys, and give a shout there if you want to discuss something or have any other ideas for what I could be doing. Thank you very much for listening, if you have listened, guys, and I hope you are looking forward to Britannia as much as me.